Introducing the all-new BYD Sea Lion 7, the luxury electric SUV that's changing the game. Book your free test drive today at the BYD showroom in Sheffield.
Dr. Steelhammer, Vladimir Klitschko, and Dr. Iron Fist, Vitaly Klitschko, Shannon the Cannon Brigg, and Butterbean, Cruiserweight King Jai Opataya.
Boxing King Media, powered by BYD. Ben, Shalom. What's going on, mate? First of all, a bit of altercation with yourself. Was there anything going on with that? Because Leeds and Paul Queensbury's done some interviews, and seemed to not be happy with yourself. What happened?
Really? I'm surprised. I don't know. Look, obviously Lee's been giving me a lot of shit for many weeks. Had head down the toilet time. And wheelchair pictures and things like that. They were winding me up, and it was a lot of pressure for Ben, and they made it as high pressure as they could, and so obviously emotions were high, and we calmed down, and I don't think it was anything really.
Well, handbags. Okay, let's talk about your guy, Ben Whittaker. A lot of question marks coming into this fight. Did he have the heart? Is he going to be the same Ben Whittaker after such a performance? But wow, emphatic fashion, he did stop Liam. Cameron, talk to me about that. How did you see that?
As you said, emphatic, really, really good. It's what we expect from him, but under that amount of pressure, you don't know if he is going to can perform under that amount of pressure, but he proved he can. There's going to be very few fights that are as high pressure as that one. That was pretty serious for him, and he performed like there wasn't any pressure. He had a great ring walk, and I'm absolutely delighted for him and everyone involved.
How's this week been for you? Now everything's done. The fight's done. Your guys won.
Have aged.
You've aged.
Fucking aged.
But yeah, there's been a lot of talk about you. Look about the whole contract thing. But how's this week been for you in your promoter journey?
I've aged a lot, but sometimes I have to realise. I was speaking to Gareth about this. Boxing's boxing, and sometimes maybe I'm like, oh, don't like that, but controversy just sells so much, and it made a huge fight. I said to Ben in the ring, if you told me you were going to do that, you could have saved me a few quid. 12 rounds didn't matter. But no, it was a heavy week. It was intense. It was a lot of pressure on the fight, and I felt it. So to come through it was great, and I know people really didn't want our fighters or Ben to win tonight, so I'm just really pleased for them, and a lot of relief given what happened on October the 12th for Fraser and Ben. It's like the reverse happened tonight.
It's a happy fighter, dangerous fighter. We see that connection with Andy Lee already. It's only been one camp, one fight, but he seems to have picked up a different journey in life. He seems to be talking about his faith a lot more, and also talking about getting that traveller visa to actually go to Ireland and be part of that family that is in Ballybrack. Have you noticed a change in him personally?
Absolutely. Look, the Ben I met was the Ben I'm seeing now, but the issue was the level of attention just got crazy. He was like rock star levels, but we've got a serious job. So it's like, I think as a footballer, and I always think of other sportsmen, you can sort of get away with a bad season, or you can get away with switching off in a game because and things are going well. Boxer, you can't. And so the attention and the fame and this, I'm not saying it went to his head, but it was definitely a distraction. And because we didn't have the right camp, I was always concerned about who is guiding him, who is helping him, that's been there and done it and had that. And we had a conversation, and there were two or three trainers that was, and I begged him to go with Andy Lee, and so did and I'm not saying he wouldn't have, but it was about getting a good person as well as a good trainer, because he needed that at the time, and he's got one, and now it's settled down. That was the missing piece in this guy's whole thing, and he is going to be an absolute star. But as Andy said, he did the fighting, Andy just calmed him down.
Talking about stars, we saw that front line, and we saw Marcus Rashford there, we saw Jacob Ramsey from Aston Villa, we saw Leon Edwards, we saw some big names turn out tonight for Ben Whittaker. How much of a big star can Ben become?
The biggest, absolutely. People will hate it, some people, but he will be the biggest star in British boxing, bar none. Who's going to be bigger than Ben Whittaker? Impossible. Like, this is unprecedented. Broadcaster can't believe it. He's only had 10 fights. It's mental. He's at pay-per-view numbers. He's had 10 fights. There's not another fighter that... I was speaking to Froch. He said, after 12 fights, I fought for the Commonwealth and a headline in Nottingham. I think he's in front of 3,000 people. It felt massive. So we can only imagine the scale and the tension that this guy is having to deal with 10 fights in. It's mental.
Final one before I let you go, Fraser Clarke, with a great comeback. Like a lot of questions with him as well. You know, how is he going to be on his return? The massive injury first time around. But for yourself, just happy with that performance and willing to get him out quickly?
Absolutely. Look, for me, he's levels above British level, and he had it almost like had a freak punch, and the first fight I thought he nicked, and I thought he was going to definitely get some distance on Fabio. In the second, freak punch, suddenly everyone, his career is over, that's it, this and that. And he had probably more demons to deal with than Ben because of the injury, because of everything. I was in the hospital bed with him thinking, is it going to be in the brain? We were up all night, the surgery, horrible, horrible stuff. The fact that he's in the ring before Fabio, and that's amazing, that Fabio's got a great fight, but the fact that he's back in the ring, wow. And you saw the emotion and everything leaving when he got that knockout, and the confidence just running back to him. He is a proper fighter, and he's going to be in domestic and heavyweight classics in this country, and now he has the confidence that we can go straight back into the big fights, and that's what matters.
You finish one week and you go into an absolutely humongous week next week. How are you feeling, man? How's it?
Mate, it's been a roller coaster. It has been. I've good days, bad days. Had a really good time with Hugh Ben, and had the rounds issue. It's like a crazy life of a promoter, but tonight was a good night, so I have to enjoy it. Sometimes there aren't many, so tonight was good.
And Shalom, thank you very much for your time, top man. Thank you.
You.